Hello friends, welcome to Prashant IAS. So friends, first of all I really want to apologize that I was away from taking lectures from last few months. Friends, actually a serious trouble was going on in my house due to which I was unable to take lectures from last few months. But now I am back and now I will try to complete all the remaining topics. So friends, the topic of today's class is elections. Okay, so this is also a topic under Indian polity and constitution. So actually this topic was left. So today I am covering this topic. So you can consider this class as a special class. Okay, so today I am covering this topic in this class. So friends, first of all, the question arises that under which part of the Indian constitution, the topic of elections or the articles related to elections are given. So friends, the answer is part 15. So in part 15 of the Indian constitution, the articles related to elections are given. Friends, as I was away from taking lectures from last few months, so now it is my duty to bring some gifts for all of you. So today I am having many gifts for all of you. Okay, so now first of all I will tell you about all these gifts. So friends, as we know that prelims is very near, so now we need to focus on CSET also along with GS. So I contacted Unacademy and negotiated for you free of cost CSET test. So there is UPSC CSE Combat CSET Special. It will be conducted on 24th April 2022 at 11 am. There will be 40 questions and you will be having 60 minutes. All the details are mentioned here. Please go once through them. Okay, now what you have to do, there is a link in description. Just click on this link and use my code PIS10 and you will get this test for free of cost. Now there is one thing, Unacademy daily scholarship test for UPSC CSE. Okay, so if you want to give, scholarship on Unacademy, then you can give this test. Now there is one thing, daily scholarship test flow. So follow these steps and give the test if you want to get a scholarship on Unacademy. Now there is one very important thing, Unacademy All India Prelims mock test. We know that mock tests are very important for prelims and it will be conducted in offline mode in Delhi. Okay, so all the details are mentioned here. Okay, it will be conducted on 24th April 2022. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to click the link given in description and use my code PIS10 and you will be able to give this offline mock test for free of cost. Okay, so please friends, if you are staying in Delhi, then use my code and give this for free of cost in Delhi. Now then there is T20 daily current affairs test series. Okay, so all the details are mentioned here. So you have to click on the link, use my code PIS10 and you will get this for free of cost. Now then there is one thing, Pathfinder current affairs free test series for UPSC CSE. Okay, you can also give this test series if you want. Now there is one thing, intense prelims leak free test series. So if you want to give test series for prelims, okay, so it will start on 18th April and it will go on till 29th of April. Okay, so what you have to do, just click on the link, use my code PIS10 and you will be able to give this test series for free of cost. Friends, now let us come back to our topic. So first of all, we will discuss about the types of electoral system. Okay, so what we will discuss about? We will discuss about the type of electoral systems throughout the world political system. So here we are not only concerned with India, we are concerned with entire world. So first of all, we have to see the type of electoral system throughout the world political system. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you what are the electoral systems which are followed in different parts of world. So the first system is called the first past the post system. Okay, so many of you must have heard about this system earlier also, and this is a very popular system used in the election practice, and this is actually used in India also. So this system becomes very important for us. Okay, so the first system is first past the post system. So in this class we will discuss about this system in a very detailed manner. Now friends, after that the second system is proportional representation system. Okay, so what is the second system? So the second system is proportional representation system. This system is also very important, and in some types of elections in India this system is also used. Okay, so this is not used in the Lok Sabha election. Okay, in the Lok Sabha or Assembly election, first past the post is used, but proportional representation system is used in the elections, for example, in the election of the president, in the election of the vice president. So later on, we will also discuss about this type of election system in a very detailed manner. Now friends, after that, the third type of election system is list system. Okay, so the third type of election system is list system. So now I will also teach you about in detail about the list system. Okay, but now let us see what is the next type of election system. So the next type of electoral system, or we can say that the fourth type of electoral system is two ballot system. Okay, so what is it? It is two ballot system. So we have to study about all these electoral systems in a very detailed manner. So this two ballot system is followed in France as well as it is also followed in Russia. Okay, but for us, the most important ones are the first past the post system, because it is used in India in Lok Sabha and Assembly election, and the proportional representation system is also very very important because it is used in the election of president, vice president, etc. Okay, but later on we will also discuss about both of these systems also. So now first of all, let us begin our discussion with first past the post system. So friends, let us first of all discuss about the first past the post system. Now first of all, I will explain you this in very layman language, in a very simple sense. Okay, and I will give you an example from real life so that you will never forget this system in your lifetime. So friends, I want to ask one question from all of you. Have you ever seen the racing? Okay, for example, let's suppose there is a race and this is contestant number 1. Okay, now this is contestant number 2, this is contestant number 3, contestant number 4. Okay, so there are 4 contestants in a race. Okay, now friends, after this, let's suppose that they have to, and this is, let's suppose, 100-meter race. Okay, now let us suppose this is a post. This is a post. So I'm trying to draw it in 3D, but I don't think it is possible. So let's suppose this is a pole. Let us suppose that this red color, this is a pole. This is a pole, and this is another pole. Okay, and a rope is tied. One rope is tied to both of these poles. Okay, now what happens in race? You know that, let us suppose that what happened, all of these racers started to running in this direction. Okay, now let's suppose what happened, that after 30 seconds, the first contestant, okay, the first contestant crossed the post. Okay, so this is the post. Okay, so the first contestant crossed the post after 30 seconds. But after 30 seconds, this was the position of contestant number 2. Means he was just about to touch the post, but he failed by few milliseconds. This was the position of contestant number 3, and this was the position of contestant number 4. Now, can anybody tell me that what is the result of this race? So even a child can tell me that, sir, the contestant number 1 has clearly won. Why? Because he is the first contestant to cross the post. He is the first contestant to touch the rope. Okay, so this is a rope. Okay, so he is the first contestant to cross the post. Okay, now even though the contestant number 2 was just little backward from contestant number 1, then also all his efforts are now based. Okay, so what happens? So the same thing happens in the election in first past the post system. Means the contestant who touch the post first, who crosses the post first, he becomes winner, and all other contestants, whatsoever is their position, they all become losers. Now this is regarding the race, but now how this thing works in the election. So now I will explain you that how this entire thing works in the election, that how the candidate who crossed the post first, he wins the election. So now let us see. So friends, let's suppose that this circle which I am drawing on the screen, let's suppose this circle is a country. Okay, let's suppose this circle is a country, and let's name this country, the name of this country is country X. Okay, now for the purpose of election, okay, so now what is to be what is to happen here, that let's suppose there is a legislature of country X. There is a legislature of country X, and there are two houses in the legislature, lower house, okay, and upper house. So the elections are conducted to fill the seats in the lower house of the legislature of country X. So now for this purpose, what will happen, that the entire country will be divided into single member territorial constituencies. Okay, so let me draw first of all. Okay, so give me some time so that I can draw. So here you can see that the country has divided into various constituencies. Let's say constituency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Okay, so the country is divided into various constituencies. Okay, so what is a constituency? So in the previous lectures also I have explained you many times that constituency is nothing but it is a geographical area in which some population resides. So now let us take the example from constituency number 4. So here I am zooming out the constituency number 4. So how the election will be conducted in constituency number 4? In the similar way, in all the constituencies, elections will be conducted. So what will happen, that some candidates will stand for election. Let's say this is candidate 1, this is candidate 2, this is candidate 3 and this is candidate 4. Okay, so these are 4 contestants in the election. Okay, and now let's say that the eligible voters in this constituency be 10,000. Okay, so there are only 10,000 eligible voters in this constituency. Now what happened, friends? Out of these 10,000 voters, 1,000 voters voted in the favor of contestant number 1. Okay, 2,000, another 2,000 voters voted in the favor of contestant number 2. Let's say 3,000 voters voted in the favor of contestant number 2. Now how many votes are left? 6,000 votes are left. So now after that, let's suppose that 2,900 voters voted in the favor of contestant number 3, and finally 3,100 voters voted in the favor of contestant number 4. So now my question is that who is the winner? So friends, if in the previous lectures I taught you the concept of majority. Now if there are 10,000 voters in a constituency, then what number will be called majority here? So we know that majority is more than 50%. Okay, majority is 50% plus 1. So the 50% of 10,000 will be 5,000 and plus 1 means 5,001. So that means that if we will go by the concept of majority, then a candidate must be getting 5,001 votes for winning. But here we can see that none of the candidates have got 5,001 votes. Okay, then who is the winner? So what happens, friends, that in first past the post system, majority of the votes is not seen. There is no minimum quota which a person must get for getting elected. Only there is one condition, that the person who will cross the post first, who will cross the race row first, he will be the winner. Okay, means the person who is getting maximum number of votes, okay, then he will be called winner. For example, in our example, contestant number 4 is winner. So here you can clearly see that there is only the difference of 100 votes in contestant number 3, 2 and 4. Contestant number 2 is ahead of contestant number 3 by 100 votes only. And contestant number 4 is ahead of contestant number 2 by 100 votes only. But then also, if he is getting even 1 vote extra, then also he will win. Okay, so here the plurality of the votes is seen. Here the plurality of the votes is seen. Here the majority of the votes is not seen. Here it will not be seen that whether a person is getting 50%, more than 50% votes or not. It will not be seen here. Here it will only be seen that which contestant is getting the maximum votes. So this is known as the plurality of votes. Okay, so now what will happen, that the contestant number 4 will be declared winner from the constituency number 4. Okay, so now this contestant number 4 will represent the people of constituency number 4 in the lower house of the legislature of the country X. Now in the similar way, every constituency will send one representative to the lower house by the same process. So this is called as first past the post system. Now friends, you have understood the system. Now this topic is important for prelims, but this is more important for mains. Okay, and for mains, the advantages and disadvantages of this system is very, very important. So now I will explain you that what are the advantages of first past the post system and what are the disadvantages of first past the post system. Okay, and after listening the advantages and disadvantages of this system, you all will be able to answer one question very easily. And now it will be your duty to answer that question, that why India has adopted first past the post system for Lok Sabha and legislative assembly in the states. Okay, so this is a very important question and you will be able to solve this question easily after going through the advantages and disadvantages of first past the post system. So first of all, let us discuss about the advantages of first past the post system. So what are the advantages? So what is the first advantage? So the first advantage is that this system is very, very simple to understand. Okay, what is the first advantage? First advantage is this system is very, very simple to understand. For example, I have explained you here first past the post system. So instead of telling all these things, even if I will tell you that the contestant getting the maximum number of votes will be winner. So a layman, an uneducated, illiterate man can also understand this very easily. Now we know that there is a huge population in India which is not literate, which is not educated. Okay, so if you will go to that population and you will explain them the proportional representation system or list system or two ballot system, so these systems are very, very complex. So in the next class when I will explain you about the proportional representation system, then you will understand that how difficult this system is. Okay, so it is not a cup of tea for a layman or a illiterate or uneducated man. Okay, so the first advantage is the simplicity of the system. Now let's see that what is the second advantage of the system. So the second advantage of this system is that this system provides easy government. Okay, now what does it mean? So it means that here we can clearly see, here it is very simple to understand that many persons, okay, these many persons, here it is very simple to understand that how this person has won from this particular constituency. So the person getting the majority of vote is the winner. Okay, so in this way we are getting the representatives in the lower house of the parliament. Okay, now the party which is having absolute majority in Lok Sabha, means more than 50% of the seats in Lok Sabha, it will form the government. So this system gives very easy government. Now friends, let's see that what is the third advantage of this system. So the third advantage of this system is, so here I told you that how the elections are conducted in a constituency. So let's suppose this is a constituency. Okay, so what happens that there are some contestants in the constituency and there are many voters in the constituency. Now the voters give vote to their preferred candidate. Okay, now it means that there is a direct contact between the contestant and between the voter. Okay, and definitely we know that one of them is going to be the winner. So we can say that this system provides for the direct contact. Okay, this system provides for the direct contact between the voters and the representative from the constituency. Okay, so what is the advantage of this thing? So the advantage is that if these people are facing any issue, if they are having any problem, then they know this person. For example, let's suppose this particular person is the winner. So now all these people know this person personally. Okay, one-to-one interaction is takes place between this person and these people. Okay, so now they can directly go to their representative and they can get their voice raised in the parliament. They can get their voice raised in the government. So in this way, their issue can be solved in a easy manner. Okay, so and what happens that here the voice of the people is listened so easily. So here we can say that this helps in the smooth functioning of the democracy. So these all are the advantages of first past the post system. But friends, wait, we can't say that this system is perfect. There are some disadvantages of this system also. So now let us see that what are the disadvantages of this system. So now let us first of all see that what is the first disadvantage. So friends, in the previous example, I told you that what happened, that there were 4 contestants. Okay, so 4 contestants means that it was a multi-cornered contest. Multi-cornered contest means that the number of contestants is more than 2. There are many contestants. Okay, so it was a multi-cornered contest. Now what happened, that candidate 2 got, I think, 2000 votes. Candidate 1 got 2000 votes. Sorry, it was 1000 votes. Candidate 1 got 1000 votes. Second candidate got 3000 votes. Third candidate got 2900 votes. And the fourth candidate got 3100 votes. Okay, so this happened in our example. Now, who was the winner? So candidate 4 was winner. And how many votes he got? He got 3100 votes. Okay. And who are the losers? So all these 3 are losers. And how many votes these losers got? So together they got 6900 votes. Now what does it mean? Are you understanding the significance of this thing? It means that these 3 people were the choice of 6900 people. And this was the choice of only 3100 people. So it means that majority of the votes means 6900 votes. Means you can see here that these are the 69% of total votes. So 6900 votes, majority of the votes are gone to the candidates which are not represented, which are unrepresented. So technically we can say that only 3100 people got the representation. So this is a very huge disadvantage of this system, that if the election is multi-cornered, if the contestants are more, then what happens, that the majority of votes go to unrepresented candidates which do not get selected. Now let's see what is the second disadvantage of the system. So friends, for explaining you the second disadvantage, I am giving you one example. So what happened in 1984, that in 1984 election, so we will talk about here 2 parties, Congress party and BJP party. So what happened, friends, that in 1984 elections, Congress got 48% votes in Lok Sabha election. Okay, what happened, that Congress got 48% votes in Lok Sabha election, and Congress won 402 seats. It means that we can say that it was approximately 74% of the seats. And on the other hand, what happened, that BJP got total 25% of the total votes. Okay, so in Lok Sabha, BJP got 25% of the total votes, but BJP only got 2 seats in Lok Sabha. Now what does it mean? So here Congress is having over 74% seats with only 48% votes, and BJP with 25% votes is having only 2 seats. Means we can say that it is approximately 0.37%. So what does it mean? So it means that in this system there is a very big disadvantage, that this system tends to over-represent one party. So here the Congress got only 48% vote, but it got over 74% seats, 402 seats. Means it was over-represented. Okay, and it may tend to under-represent another party. So BJP got 25% votes, so the seats must also be equal to that, but it only got 2 seats, means 0.037%. Sorry, 0.37%. So you can calculate on your own. So it will be nearly 0.37%. So this system, so this is the biggest disadvantage of this system, that the parties are not getting the seats in the proportion in which they are getting the votes. Some parties are overrepresented, okay, and some parties are very, very underrepresented. Now friends, let us discuss about the third disadvantage of this system. So let's suppose this is a constituency. Okay, so we took the example of constituency number 4, okay, in the country X, and there were 4 contestants, contestant number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now I told you that all the people personally know all the people personally know all these candidates. Okay, now it may be a possibility that the caste of this candidate and these all people may be same. There is also a possibility that the religion of this people and all these people are same. Okay, now there may be a possibility that this person is having a lot of money, so he is offering money to these all people. Okay, so what message I want to convey is that here what happens, that due to the restrictions of geography, here the area is limited and restrictions of choice, candidates is also limited. What happens, there is a very high possibility that people may vote on parochial basis. Okay, so if the caste of the candidate and the caste of the people is same, then people will prefer the candidate of their caste and they will give vote to the candidate. Not all people, I am not talking about all people, but at least some people will give vote to the candidate who belongs to their caste. Some people will give vote to the candidate who belongs to their religion. Okay, some people will give vote for money, or some people can give vote for any reason. So these are all very narrow thinkings. These are all very parochial thinkings which are very, very harmful for our country. Okay, so but here in the minds of people, the broad national perspective is not there. Okay, here people are not seeing country as a whole. They are seeing what they are seeing. They are only seeing their constituency. They are only seeing these 4 representatives. They do not think that actually they will go to represent these peoples in the country. But they are not thinking about nation. They are not thinking about anything. So due to the limited geography, due to the limited number of candidates contesting, people often vote for the parochial reasons. So this is also a very big disadvantage of this system. Okay. So friends, that's all for today. So in the end, I just want to request all of you that kindly join this UPSC CSE Combat CSET special. Okay, so here you will get 40 questions and 60 minutes to solve these questions. So if you are joining this test series, so there are very high chances that you will score very good marks in the prelims. Okay, and kindly use my code PIS10, so you will get this test series for free of cost. And if you will use my code, then you will get all the products which I have mentioned in the beginning of the lecture for free of cost. So friends, in the end, I thank all of you for listening to me patiently and cooperating with me and learning with me. So now I wish you very best of luck, and I wish that all the students who are watching this lecture they are able to clear the UPSC CSE exam this year. So now friends, at last, take care of yourself. Thank you. Now we will meet in next class. Thank you friends.